Welcome back, everybody. Going to pick through Zan's belongings and continue to scavenge through this last remaining hut that we have here. Try and pass off the items that we find as quickly as possible so that we might be out of here soon before more bandits arrive. Let's see what more we have. Quite a wealth of gold in here already. 400 gold pieces. Some potions and scrolls. Those will be welcomed by Zan when he is returned to the world of the living. Let's talk to this Ender Sai here.
Troubled times.
It's time then, is it? Time for what? Explain yourself. He thinks that he is to be executed, but he knows that we are not working for Tazok. You're right, we're not his lackeys. What's going on here? So these are not ordinary bandits, it seems. Part Black Talons and part Chill. Chill mostly being a demi-human band, particularly hobgoblins. And the Black Talon, mostly composed of humanoids. Muluhe is dead. He was working for Tazok, I understand. The question is, who's Tazok working for? It's the two leaders of the bandit gangs, Ardnor Crush and Tagaz Kasan, who we're actually able to charm and speak to. The point to be reiterated is that they believe they receive orders from the Zentarum, but in truth, there is something else at work here. And how can you be so sure? Seems like as a rogue himself, Ender Sai treads carefully. Doesn't believe he's ever come across the Zentarum. There is one group, and one group only. The Iron Throne. Where can I find them? Tazok makes regular visits to the Cloakwood, it seems, so that's a good place to start. We shall head there and tell them Ender Sai sent us. Let's check this place. This chest needs to be unlocked. Doesn't. I'm actually a bit wary if it's too easily accessed. Perhaps it is trapped, and it is. Let's grab this potion, disarm this trap, see what's inside. 2,000 gold pieces. Quite a sum of money here. A bunch of spell scrolls, we'll add those, and some more scrolls.
Muluhe and Tazok have proven to be nothing more than puppets. The true master of this unfolding mystery continues to elude you. One thing is certain. Someone has taken a very personal interest in seeking your death. Though why, you are not sure. Your search for answers continues, and the foreboding Cloakwood Forest is your next target.
To the Cloakwood Forest we shall go. It seems our map has been updated. Maybe that will tell us the direction to head. And here it is, the Cloakwood, west of the Friendly Arm Inn. Let's see what those letters actually said. To Tazok, from a new person named Davaeorn. It's imperative that they receive another ton of ore. He's ordered Tazok to step up his raids, bring a shipment to the Cloakwood within the next week. They're stockpiling as much as possible before they give an ultimatum. Saravak wants to know what has happened with the band of mercenaries. That would be us, I'm quite certain. Saravak will not take kindly to any other news than our deaths. Another letter to Tazok. So once more, he has ordered our deaths, this time by procuring the services of Nimble, who we dispatched in Nashkel. Very well then. And here actually we have the banners of the two mercenary guilds, the Chill and the Blacktown Elites. See if there's anything else in this dismal hut here. Seems like no. So we shall make way back to the Friendly Arm Inn, perhaps, where we might raise the dead. Poor Zan met a tragic end. The hobgoblins sniped him from afar. So let's skulk through this camp as quickly as possible. Perhaps, while we were walking, now might be a time to share a brief summarization of my favorite story, The Dead 3. We'll be walking for some time, so I think it's as good a time as any to tell you all a quick story. So in the beginning we had Jurgle, the Lord of the End of Everything, an all-powerful and all-knowing god, responsible for the death of the living and shepherding them to the afterlife. We have 3 mortal heroes, although they might be more tyrants than heroes, as they were all quite unholy and evil in their deeds. Bane, a tyrannical fighter, Baal, a thieving assassin, and Mirkle, a deadly necromancer. The 3 forged an unholy pact and decided to claim Jurgle's power for themselves. And so they ventured out, collecting as much power as they could so that they might face him one day, emerging unscathed at every turn, until at last they came to the Grey Wastes, known to be the resting place of Jurgle and his ivory-white citadel.
Welcome part of this group. I thank you for your company.
They were able to storm his castle, defeating his undead legions, skeletons and zombies and the like, even his all-powerful liches, which for those of you not familiar with the Dungeons & Dragons universe, are undead spellcasters who traded their humanity for immortality. At long last, they found their prize, Jurgle sitting atop his throne of bone. And they were surprised to find that Jurgle welcomed them, for he had grown bored in his duties, and what fun and surprise was there when you were all-powerful and all-knowing, and he was all too ready to relinquish his powers to them.
Yeah.
And so he asked how would they decide who shall inherit his power. The 3, of course, all believed themselves to be the most worthy to receive his gifts, and fell into fighting. We'll continue in just a moment after dealing with Jelana Mirrorshade, wife of Bentley. So let's see if we can very quickly navigate through our menu here and restore Zan to life, healing everyone where possible. I think we still have a healing spell or 2 of our own at our disposal, but I do plan to rest here for the night. Get everyone back into tip-top shape. See if there's anything more worth identifying. Don't believe so. Just some arrows, which we don't quite need just yet. And we'll purchase some healing potions as well, as we ran through quite a few while storming the bandit leaders. So we have here yet another ring of protection, much like the one that Mirian awarded us after bringing favorable word of her husband back to her in Varagost. We're going to get it to Zan, so maybe he'll stop dying so much. The Ring of Wizardry, known as Ever Memory. There was a powerful wizard who had a seemingly inexhaustible number of spells at his disposal. Turns out that it was because of his magical rings he wore. This is one such ring, doubling the number of spells of the first level that one might have at their disposal. So we'll just quickly equip these enchanted items, passing the rest off to Zan, and make use of them as best we can. With magical shields for everyone now who might be able to use them. And we have a Mage Robe of Fire Resistance, just a 20% bonus to resisting damage. We'll just stick to the Knave Robes for now, actually. And a Ring of Wizardry to double his spellcasting abilities. So we're just going to have another Charm and Sleep spell at our disposal. And some Wands of Fear. Essentially the horrifying spell that we've been victim to quite a number of times. We're going to try and memorize that ourselves. We did. See if we can also learn Blindness. Excellent. Another level 1 spell, disabling archers and such. And Horror. And that should just about do it. So I think we're going to go to the Friendly Arm Inn now and rest to regain our spells, as well as
you will.
Heal up, and then continue our journey to the Cloakwood Forest. Jahira had one last healing spell to offer. And that will do it. So I'm going to take a quick break here. Won't subject you to watching us sleep, unless of course we have the possibility of another dream. It seems like we've been dreaming more and more as of late. So we'll stick around for just a moment. see if there's anything of interest to be had here.
I can but try.
Let's have ourselves the royal quarters. And no dream this time. Quickly take a break here and be right back.